Alright, so people have already seen this to death at this point, but people want me to talk about it, surprisingly. So, why not?
Ooh, so exciting! Welcome to the Flower Kingdom, a not-so-distant land just beyond the Mushroom Kingdom. Mario and friends were invited here by the benevolent Prince Florian. But Bowser, the king of the Koopas,
Where's my mouse cursor? I can't see it. There it is.
With just a single touch of the mysterious Wonder Flower,
Just like disappears.
Bowser merged with Prince Florian's castle.
Is the castle made of Bowser, or is the Bowser made of castle? He sits there in agony because he does not know. I mean, look, it's already just in this cutscene. It's so much more expressive than 99% of New Super Mario Brothers, and that's what I thought the second I saw the first trailer. I very distinctly remember saying like, oh, this is a new art style. They're all kind of angled differently. That's another thing too. They're actually angled differently. In New Super Mario Brothers, whenever you see characters, they're always facing directly left or right. In this, they kind of have them tilted so they're facing the screen a bit, so you actually see more of them. It's actually a very nice little stylistic change that kind of gives you a better angle on viewing them, rather than just seeing their sides all the time. Anyway, people are talking about the Flower Kingdom because the prince from the Mario OAV is from the Flower Kingdom, and everyone hates that character. So, also, I really that effect. You see that effect a lot. That weird, like, mosaic swirl. That looks really nice. That's a very stylized effect that, the Switch, you'd expect to see on the Switch. Finally, a hate club for you. Okay, I have feelings about the Yoshis and Nabbit. Mostly just the Yoshis. Who gives a shit about Nabbit? But we'll get to that in due time.
In this presentation, we'll go over what's new in Mario's latest 2D side-scrolling adventure, the Super Mario Bros. Wonder Game. Let's jump in.
Hold on one second, actually. Ooh, whoa, hold up. I just have to check something here, because I just realized I can't see the OBS preview. Okay, it looks good. I think. Is it reacting? Yeah, it is, okay. Whew. Okay. Don't worry about that. Again, new to the whole thing. New to the whole PNG tuber thing.
This is the Flower Kingdom. It's made up of 6 distinct worlds that circle the Petal Isles, making a total of 7 areas to explore.
Okay, so I didn't really get a good look at this. It does appear to only be 7 areas. I'm assuming Castle Bowser, or Bowser Castle, whatever you want to call him, is going to be an entire world. Because they're not going to do a 7-world Mario game. They're always 8 worlds. It's always 8 worlds with bonus worlds at the end. It's very interesting that they are very specifically not saying the names of these 3. I don't quite understand why they have to withhold them. It's not like these names hold any real significance. It's not doing like a Kirby like P, F, S. It's not doing like Rainbow or Flowered or anything like that. So that's a little weird. I don't know why that's a weird decision on Nintendo's part. In terms of the environments, they do look distinct from a regular Mario game. I will say that it does look different. Like this it's typical grasslands, but it looks nice. And the background decorations are definitely different. They're not the same ones we've seen over and over again.
Many trials await amidst the picturesque scenery and radiant cascades of shining falls. Traverse
cool little gimmick there.
Dive into the sea and spelunk through caves at the heart of the Flower Kingdom.
Oh, that bird thing can like regrow its beak. I didn't even see that before. Armadillos.
An uncanny forest lined with giant mushrooms. A scorching hot world full of molten magma.
So you can definitely pick. Well, you can definitely pick up stuff, which is, I guess, standard for 2D Mario now. It's standard for a long time.
You can even walk freely through open areas you find. In these spaces, if you're not quite ready to take on a particular course, you can try a different one instead.
I like the idea of this, but like, is it really that important? Like, it's not really groundbreaking to have this kind of map. I mean, the Kirby game on Switch, the side-scrolling Star Allies, the one I didn't play, that has a map like, even Forgotten Land, like all the Kirby games have a map like that on the Switch. Though I guess not Return to Dreamland Deluxe, but that's not a Switch game really. It's cool. I guess I like the options. Given the fact that you have to use the seeds to open up levels, I'm assuming that you can skip some. But let's be honest, no one's doing that unless you're speedrunning the game. Everyone's going to want to play every level.
It's an easy way to find the ones you want to play again.
You got Pink Koopas wearing roller skates, which is really good.
Get close and
onward and upward. How'd you get up here? What a pretty sunset.
They'll talk to you, livening up your adventure.
I wonder what Goombas taste.
Okay. Look, I'm sure whoever localized that text thought it was very cutesy and innocuous. Is that the right term here? Innocuous? At the same time, I totally think someone wrote that on purpose to you know, get a rise, unless they're one of us. I mean, one of us. You're not into that stuff, last I checked. But yeah, I you know what? People can be weird about it. That's fine. I like it.
They might give you hints.
Wonder if you can get over there.
I get a chuckle out of it, if anything.
You'd share your water with me?
Besides Mario, you can also play as Luigi, Peach, Daisy, one of two Toads.
I like that it's never Red Toad anymore. It's always got to be blue and yellow. Like, Red Toad is just like, he's too much of a character to have him be in the game. But at the same time, like, you would think that because he's a character, he'd be like one of the people playable. It's really weird that they insist on leaning on yellow and blue, because like even New Super Mario Bros. U was like that. Yeah, Daisy. Very, like, I'll say it's definitely a very weird choice. I guess the Smash Brothers inclusion kind of gave her some star power, or I guess flower power here. I also guess she fit in because Flower Kingdom, and she represents flowers, even though she's from Sarasaland. She's a little tan. Yeah. Oh, she's always been a little tan, hasn't she? I think she's had that slightly darker skin for a while. I do think it's very interesting that they finally just decided to add her to a mainline game. But I mean, considering how many times they've added Rosalina to games at this point, I'd say it's long overdue for Daisy. I'm honestly surprised Pauline isn't getting some kind of appearance, because she's also like the Switch era was the era of like reintroducing the forgotten women of the Mario series, because you had Rosalina kind of taking the spotlight for a long time, and then, you know, Mario Odyssey shows up, and Pauline's in that. Then she's in some spin-off games. Then you get Smash and Daisy shows up, and it's just like, oh, that's interesting. They're really kind of reaching into those older characters, forgotten characters.
One of two Toads and Toadette.
Yeah, see,
they all play the same, so go with your favorite or mix it up.
That's why it confuses me. Like, Toadette's playable. Toadette and like Red Toad are always paired together. So why is the Toads that you can play as yellow and blue? Vinny calls the blue one Blowed, which I think is really funny. I don't quite understand the decision behind it. Yeah.
Nabbit, on the other hand, won't take damage. They're a great choice if you're looking for a more easygoing experience. Careful though, they'll still lose a life if they fall down a pit, so watch your step.
First off, love these. They have a name already, and I forget what it is, but I absolutely love them for obvious reasons. I'm kind of two minds about Yoshi and Nabbit. Well, first off, Nabbit, who cares about Nabbit? Nabbit's always been easy mode. I'm not a big fan of Yoshi being explicitly easy mode, just because they already play differently in a way. They already have that trade-off. It's going to be said later. They can't use power-ups. If they grab a power-up, it goes into the I think it just goes into the stock. But they also can flutter jump, and people could ride on them. I don't understand why there has to be a trade-off of them being the easy mode as a result. I would have rather have just seen a toggle for, like, casual mode. So, like, characters with power-ups can't lose their power-ups, or characters who are small can't be taken out in one hit, or something like that. I don't understand why it has to be relegated to the Yoshis and Nabbit. Especially since there's so many Yoshis. Like, you and your friends could all play as one, and it's just like, oh, well, then you're all playing easy mode, and it's like, it feels kind of lame. I'm hoping that maybe there's an option to at least turn that off for the Yoshis, just so you can play with their unique thing. There's that face and the spike looking up at him. This face has been joked about to hell and back. It is a weird expression. It's trying to emulate the SNES sprites with, like, the big circle, half circle mouth that Yoshi had. And I mean, let's be honest, if you had, like, a giant spike ball shoved into your mouth, pretty sure you'd be making a face very similar to that. Also, can I just say, I love the proportions of the Yoshi in this game. They've definitely kind of leaned a bit more into the actually, I don't know, I think this is kind of a new look. Kind of a new look altogether. They're also very shiny looking.
Additionally, the Yoshis can flood.
Like, look how far he rears back when he's flutter kicking now. That's interesting. Like, they've definitely redone the proportions for them a bit. And the eyes look more like the old style Yoshis.
Speaking of enemies, here are some of the new ones you'll find.
Super Mario World Yoshi, kinda.
Copycats will copy the player and
they still got that cartoony Yoshi story proportions.
Melon Piranha plants will spit seeds from their mouths.
This is a cool enemy. Like the idea of enemies making platforms for you. Always a fun thing. These are just the enemies from Metroid. They're literally just the enemies from Metroid that, like, the Gamers or whatever they're called, that just, like, zoop down on you. Only these can go sideways.
When conks attack, they'll even plow through goo.
Great name. We saw more of those in the treehouse stuff.
If you position yourself just right.
That's cool.
Mamas will eat anything that comes too close to their gaping mouths.
So they're cute. Also, let me point out right here. Look at that. Look at Toad's face here. That's really good. That's definitely way more like look. It's got, like, the one-sided, like, smirk, like all the Ace Attorney characters in the trilogy. It's definitely a very good art style. See, the thing is, though, they're only showing this enemy eat other enemies. Will it actually eat you, or will it just damage you? Will it do like a Kirby thing, like when Dedede, like, inhales Kirby, where it's like he's, like, stuck in him for a second and then damage him? Vorvor. Yeah, exactly. Vorvor.
There are plenty more new enemies for you to discover as well.
That thing. Oh, I didn't notice the gold teeth on that enemy.
Boos, Locky Twos, and
Booze.
Boos.
This is definitely a return to an older. So, like, again, they're going with a lot of the older designs for the enemies. This is the, like, Mario 3 artwork design where they have, like, the big eyebrows, because a lot of the modern Boos don't have that. It's cool.
Twos and other familiar foes are also here.
Good Boo fucking final.
Next, let's look at the new power-ups you can find. In elephant form, make the most of your nose and your size. Swing your trunk to attack enemies, destroy blocks, and even do this.
First off, can I just say, this power-up seems fucking awesome. Just from a functionality standpoint, there's so much you could do with it. And it functionally changes so much of the game. I'm going to be sad when we don't see a Mario Maker with this power-up in it. Because there's so much you could do with this to make unique levels. And I'm sure that Nintendo is going to knock it out of the goddamn park with stuff that specifically revolves around this power-up. That's the initial impression of it.
In this form, you can easily break through blocks and dash across large gaps. See?
Like, they give you so many
If
abilities.
you store water in your trunk and spray it out, who knows what might happen?
Thank you. That trunk sure is useful, huh?
It's not just Mario, though. Luigi,
And this is the part where everyone started getting weird about it.
Peach, Daisy, and Toadette all have elephant forms as well.
I do think it's kind of weird that they have to very specifically specify. Wow, I said that same phrase twice. They had to specify that they all have that form, rather than just, oh, it's a power-up that everyone can use. It's like, okay, what if they couldn't use it? What was going to be the replacement there? I personally don't see what's wrong with this. I think it's cute. I think it's very cute. I think people are just being needlessly weird about it for no reason. It did break the... You do like Elephant Peach, yeah. I mean, the designs are cute. Elephant Daisy shows up later, and that's cute too. Yeah.
The bubble form allows you to blow light, floating bubbles.
This
used to capture and defeat enemies.
This ability looks like it's going to be great for speedrunning.
They'll also drift toward nearby foes. You can take care of enemies surrounding you in one go. Defeat typically impervious foes and knock out baddies on the other side of walls.
Because, like, getting people through walls, getting the enemies that are, like, directly in front of you with it.
You can even jump off them.
And then using this to make platforms and bouncing stuff.
Bubbles make
I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought here.
Hard to reach places. Just like that.
That's going to be a great power for speedrunning, and I can't wait to see what people do with it. It explains the pink Luigi. That's the same color scheme that Luigi had in Smash Brothers for a long time, one of his alternate color schemes. I think he still has it as of Ultimate. And now it's canon. It's Bubble Luigi.
Reach places. Just like that. While in drill form, you'll get a pretty nifty drill. This makes dealing with spiky or hard-headed enemies a breeze. Or you can use it to drill down. It also allows you to burrow.
I love Peach's drill costume. That color scheme is really good. It looks great on her. Also, look how happy she is. This is a cool ability. I like the idea of it just being like, okay, well, you can now just jump up under enemies rather than stomping on top of them. It makes sense because it's like typically, you know, it's kind of going against the convention of the series. Good colors for sure, yeah. Also, the drill thing is cool. Like actually being able to go underground and above ground is a neat touch.
In a tough spot, dig away.
I could definitely see fun puzzles being made with this. Again, this just makes me want this to be added into Mario Maker so people can make levels with the power-ups from this.
Plus, the classic fire form makes a return.
I also want to say, like, this, and every power-up has this, but I love the visual flourish now, where they spin around and you actually see the symbol of the power-up around you. It's so flashy. It's exactly what the series needed. Hey, Val. New Avi? Yeah, my friend Karma drew it for me yesterday. It's not going to be the one I'm using permanently, but I'm hoping to get more PNG Tuber stuff in the future. For now, though, it looks nice. It's working with PNG Tuber Plus, which just got an update, like, 3 hours ago.
Oh, and you can hang on to an extra power-up.
Item balloon.
Bust out a power-up.
So there's Elephant Daisy. Also, though, I'm already noticing this, and this is kind of, like, putting me off a little bit, because I'm kind of worried you're not going to be able to change it. The item balloon is an A, which means that jump is probably B, and run is probably Y. I'm not 100% sure I like that control scheme, because a lot of the newer Mario games, it was like you could change it to either be A and B for jump and run, or Y and B. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm not a huge fan of the Y and B. I kind of like pressing A to jump, so I'm hoping you could switch that and not have the item balloon be on A and switch it to maybe X, because that would be the next logical step if you could switch it. Definitely not super into the idea of running with Y and B, because it's dependent on your finger position. You always want your thumb to be like on like a diagonal. So Y and B works. Y and B is what Nintendo's been kind of using as the standard, but you can change it in some games to be A and B instead, and then have X just be the item balloon instead. So I'll have to see. Again, it might not allow for that, but you can always remap the controller Don't break the basic rules of programming. Well, I mean, that's the thing. It's not really It's not really breaking the basic rules of programming here, because again, Nintendo's been kind of leaning on the B and Y as the main control scheme for a long time, even as far back as the DS, as the new Super Mario Brothers games. So it's nothing. It's not a big deal if it's the case, but I think I'd feel more comfortable if I could change it so that A jumps and B runs instead. That's what I'm used to from like years of playing on the Game Boy, where you only have the 2 buttons going that way. Because it's all about the tilt. It's all about the diagonal that the A and B are going in. And going B and Y means you're tilting your thumb the other way. So, I don't know. I'm weird with controls. You'll see when I get to Final Fantasy XIV today how much I fumble with the controls. Also, Elephant Daisy. Great. Looks great.
Or swap them to better fit the situation.
Hey! Yeah, and that's why you hated it.
This is a wonder flower, a plant that grows in the Flower Kingdom. It's said they thrive off this world's mysterious power and release it when in bloom. That's the power Bowser was after. When you touch a wonder flower in a course, a wonder effect will trigger, causing some interesting changes.
Okay, for who's the new Mario? Okay, I was actually going to bring that up later. The voice acting sounds great. We've heard almost every character's clips. Whoever's doing Mario in this game, because we know it's not Charles Martinet, is doing a great job sounding like him. It's very... I mean, obviously Nintendo wasn't going to want to divert too much from how he sounds, but whoever they hired right now, banger job. They're doing great. We haven't really heard... Whoever's doing Luigi, too, sounds pretty good. The only one... Wait, we don't know at all? No, we don't. It's pretty much a wait for the credits type thing. Once the credits come out, we'll see who does it. The only character we've heard so far, and he's not even in this game, that we're kind of iffy on right now is Wario. Because if you watch the trailer for the new WarioWare game, you hear his voice in it, and it does not sound similar at all. Whoever's doing his voice in that is not nailing the Martinet sound. It may sound better when we listen to like whole voice clips and stuff, but it's definitely going to be the most jarring change, I believe, and we'll have to see because Martinet, it's Chris Pratt, no, maybe, I don't know. Martinet did like every male Mario character, so he was Mario, Luigi, Wario, Waluigi, Baby Mario, Baby Luigi. So Mario and Luigi sound okay. We still got 4 more characters to fill in.
Might start moving. A stampede of enemies can appear. The terrain may tilt. You could end up in a free fall. Bubbles might bubble up.
So, okay, these are soft platforms. I was gonna say, how would you get up otherwise? So this is the stage. This is like the stage gimmick thing. Like every Mario game had stage gimmicks. This is kind of like they're taking it to a new level and trying to have it be like this weird, wacky thing, which, I mean, it is. This is definitely the weirdest and most varied these effects get. And I think the whole point of the wonder effect in general is that, like, it allows them to do whatever they want. They don't have to stick to a specific theme in a specific level. They can do whatever weird, crazy kind of level effect that they have in mind, which is fine. I'd rather have, and apparently from people who've played through it, they're saying that like no 2 levels have the same gimmick ever. So from all the early impressions. So I'm hoping that sticks because that's ridiculous. If you're getting like 8 worlds here with like, I don't know, like 7 to 8 stages per world, you're getting like 60, 70 unique effects here that are going to happen during gameplay. Yeah, the whole hide thing. See, that's why I think they went with flowers, because if they went with like Wonder Mushroom, immediately people would be like, "Oh, Mario's getting high on drugs." And I said that during the Direct. I said, "This is the result of all the people making all the Marios on hallucinogenic drugs jokes. They just decided, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it in a family-friendly way and just make everything weird." And you know what? It works. This game's weird, and I'm liking it.
Your perspective can change.
This is cool as hell. I'm wondering how exactly, like, apparently like, you can't break the blocks because you gotta use the enemies, but it like makes it into like a mini Zelda game. You got a top-down view. Pokemon.
You might float through space.
like the round hippo or hoppo. I think they're called hoppos. Hey, Icy, how you doing?
There are even wonders where your character transforms. Mario might become a Goomba?
See, now that makes sense because this thing was shown eating the Goomba earlier. So I wonder if, again, will it actually eat you or will it just damage you? Also, it's been said that you could skip the wonder effects completely, but like, what about in the case of like the free fall one? Like, do you just skip that whole section, or do you just what happens there?
Or a spike ball.
We saw this one in the preview. This looks fun. Momentum.
Or blow up like a balloon. When you touch a wonder,
Yeah.
always expect the unexpected. Collect a wonder seed,
Yeah.
and the course will return to normal. Some courses need to be unlocked using the wonder seeds you've collected. You'll also earn a wonder seed as
Yeah, and that
well
effect
from a
is really
hopper
good.
when you clear a course.
So apparently, to get this, you have to touch the top of the flagpole, which probably won't be too difficult in most courses. This system's cool. This kind of came out of nowhere here.
You'll unlock in-game badges that change up the way you play when equipped.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I didn't notice that Florian himself equips the badge.
Each with its own special ability.
What's timed? What was the timed high jump? So we've seen most of these abilities. Wall climb. Press R to shake the controller.
Each with its own.
Time consecutive jumps just right to jump higher than usual. Even jump high on sand. Oh, that's interesting. So I wonder if there's no... That's like the triple jump. I wonder if there's no triple jump normally. Yeah, they literally... Like, this is such a unique thing that they actually added, like, ability-changing badges to the game. You can only equip one per party. So if you're playing local multiplayer, you could only use one for the entire party. That's why they all play the same, because of these badges.
Special ability. Let's go over some of them. Slow your fall with the parachute tap badge.
It's the SM64 triple jump. Yeah, exactly, which is why it surprises me, because you could do that in New Super Mario Brothers. It's interesting that they took it out.
Unleash a burst of speed while underwater by equipping the Dolphin Kick badge. You can also break underwater blocks.
That sounds like it's going to be a good ability.
Charge up a bounding leap with the crouching high jump badge. Shoot vines in midair.
This ability looks friggin' awesome. I'm going to probably be using this one a ton when I play it.
Drops instantly with the safety bounce badge. Easily find important items using the sensor badge.
Sensor's probably going to be a very commonly used one as well.
Draw in nearby moolah with the coin magnet badge.
Real quick with the coin magnet one. Isn't it Action Command? Clearly played OG Paper Mario too much. Missed the old Paper Mario games, yeah.
Draw in nearby moolah with...
So, something I noticed, or a lot of people notice, it's only specifically when you're in a wonder effect, but those little purple coins, they don't give you a full coin, they only give you 0.1. You actually have to get 10 to get a single purple coin. And the big 10 coins, there's only 3 of them per course, they're like the new star coins.
The coin magnet badge.
Very weird and silly.
To your enemies and yourself with the invisibility.
This definitely feels like this is going to be like a challenge badge. Like, yeah, the enemies won't chase you, but then, like, not being able to see yourself is definitely way more of a handicap.
Stop dashing with the jet run badge.
That ability looks like it's going to be fun.
For a bit.
Look at that. Look at his face. I love how expressive he is.
There are many more badges.
Yeah,
with
the wall
different
jump badge.
abilities, from the convenient to the unconventional. Only one badge can be equipped per course.
Earn coins for defeating enemies. What other ones we got there?
To the unconventional.
I didn't really take a deep dive look at this. So, I'm assuming that's coin magnet, because it's like coins moving. That's the sensor down there. Don't know what this is, with the swirling, the arrows around the mushroom, or the exclamation point. Those could be anything. That's probably safety bounce. These seem to be like more utility rather than movement. It's like, okay, this will save you, this will pull coins in. These all seem to be movement based. And then there's, that's the run, and that's invisibility. So, I wonder what the rest of the badges are going to be. Also, I wonder if there's more, because they showed off a lot of them here. Speed run to the max, yeah. Look for its corresponding badge challenge or check the Poplin shop. I wonder how hard it's going to be to get all of them.
Equip them from the world map, or when starting a course. Or if you don't make it through, grab a different badge and try again. Some badges can be earned by clearing special badge challenge courses,
Go for it.
while others can be purchased from Poplin shops on the world map. Be sure to exchange flower coins you collect in courses for badges. Up to 4 people can play locally on the same Nintendo Switch
So
system.
not much to say here.
Pick your favorite
This is
character
standard
and
Super
jump
Mario
into the
Brothers
adventure
fare
together.
for later games.
If a player is defeated in local co-op, their character will float around the course as a ghost.
Literally just the bubble from New Super Mario Brothers,
Player reaches
just
them
with
before
more
time
control
runs
over
out,
it.
They'll jump right back into action. Your group won't lose a life either. And just so you know, if someone is playing as a Yoshi, you can jump on their back.
First things first, there was no lives in the original trailer. There's only lives now, so I'm wondering if they actually changed their mind about not having them. Also, I'm wondering like what the point of it is. Like, if you run out of lives, you're just gonna start over, right?
And ride them around the course, even if you're also playing.
Yeah, we're in. This is truly the new age of Nintendo. We've got Yoshi on Yoshi action. It's whatever. It's a form of kink fulfillment. Look, they enjoy being ridden, and some of them like being dominant.
As a Yoshi, or if you're
I like that they could both use their tongue at the same time too. Proud of them, yeah. I do feel sorry for the Yoshis, all the Yoshis are gonna have to carry, you know, the elephant Peach's fat, dumpy ass. But it is what it is. Yoshi must prevail. Then there's also the final yeah, exactly. Proud of them.
If you connect online, you might see other players on the world map and in courses.
Polly.
These are people from around the world enjoying the game in real time, appearing as live player shadows. Just like in local co-op, if you're defeated, you can come back to life by bumping into a live player shadow.
So people were when people first saw this in the trailer, a lot of the reactions I saw were like, they're going with like the bare minimum of having this work. It's like, not really. You're still like, this is such a clever way to go about this, because here's the thing too, you know, in the new Super Mario Brothers games, whenever you did multiplayer, you would all like be able to bounce off each other. Apparently that's not the case even for local multiplayer in this game. If you're all playing together in local multiplayer, you still walk through each other. You don't actually touch each other. Like, they changed that. There's no more of the assistant bounce. So in essence, this player shadow thing works exactly the same as regular co-op does, because even though they're not technically playing on the same field as you and interacting with the same blocks, they're all still able to do everything else that you'd be able to do together. Because you could revive each other, you could send power-ups to each other.
Even though you won't be playing together directly, you'll get to experience.
And you even get to finish the stages together. If you hit the flagpole together, you get a bonus. So there's really no difference between this and local co-op at its core.
Also place a standee in a course.
This is an interesting idea.
Can revive ghosts. So place them in not so easy areas and help can revive ghosts.
Also, just want to point out,
So
look how burnt Luigi looks there. Like, they actually go through effort to change the how they look when they get killed by a certain thing.
not so easy
Love you can see other people playing the game at the same time as you. It feels like such a magical thing in any game it's in. Yeah,
You can purchase standee surprises from the
that's why
Poplin
Pokemon
shop.
Scarlet and Violet's multiplayer is so
You
fun.
never know which standee you'll get. When you come into contact with an online player or their standee, you'll see their username and heart points. These points show how much they've helped other players on
I
their
can't believe they
adventures.
changed Luigi's name to Monica.
Reviving ghosts, gifting items, reaching the goal pole together, and more will earn you heart points.
I wonder if there's like a goal to the heart points. Like, do you get stuff for them? Because they don't really
While
say.
playing online, you also have the option of creating a room to get together with friends. In a shared room, you can see which courses your friends are playing.
So can I just also, yeah, up to 12 people in the same room, limit of 4 people can play together in the same course. That's really cool. So you're not limited to just 4 people playing together. Like, you could have 3 groups of 4 and then like switch people between them whenever people are on the world map. That's a really cool idea. And it seems, here's the other thing too, the fact that they're going with this ghost idea, it means that the connection doesn't have to be perfect between people. There's going to, hopefully, praying to God, there will be no lag online, unlike Super Mario Maker 2, which has, like, awful, terrible lag when you play with people online. I'm hoping that the fact that, like, everyone's kind of interacting with their own instance keeps it fairly stable. Rip Luigi, nice. Main difference, unfortunately, seems to be frame rate. Hope that's just a video thing. Yeah, it could be. I'm not sure. That's why I always love Dark Souls, so you can see the ghosts of other players running around. Yeah. It's like the hip new thing. Dark Souls kind of made that popular.
Even race through certain courses.
And yeah, you get the race option with the friends. I'm guessing you can't do that with random people because you can't, like, choose to be in a course with them.
Make a run for it.
But that's cool. I mean, it adds a lot of replayability to the game. You're not just trying to 100% it. Then you can, you know, race with people. And it seems like most of the courses will support it because you can do the boss fights.
Whether you're casually connecting with players from around the world or syncing up with friends for riveting races, you can enhance your experience with online play.
What a beautiful day!
I think that's about it. Let's be honest here. Who's playing as Nabbit? Who's honestly gonna be playing as Nabbit? Like, if you're gonna play easy mode, you're just gonna play a Yoshi because you have the flutter jump and the tongue. Nabbit has none of that. Plus, he still can't grab power-ups. I want to see Elephant Nabbit, damn it. Two clouds. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we got that going on. That's good.
When Super Mario Brothers Wonder
Fun.
launches on the Nintendo Switch system October 20th. Plus, a new Nintendo Switch OLED model, Mario Red Edition, is also
wink wink, yeah. Oh, I'm not wink winking over it. I'm being very blatant that I very much enjoy that. It's this. What is this? Come on. The this isn't the first time they've done a Switch like this too, where it's like, oh, it's the Mario edition, and then it's like, oh, well, I mean, it's just red. It's just red. Only this one has coins on the inside back part. You know what else has a hidden underground part on the back part? That Lego NES that I put together a few years ago. That has like a secret like level 1-2 diorama on the side of it. It's alright. If you don't have a Switch OLED and you really want one, and you like red, then yeah, go ahead. But to be honest, and people have said this too, this is giving off vibes of the Wii Mini, which was red and black, and that's kind of the end game for the Wii. So people are thinking, oh, it's over. They're pulling out the red Switch. The red Switch is the end of the series. We're gonna be getting the Switch 2 soon. Only reason to play as Nabbit is like to be an item delivery person to other people online, but you could do that with any character. So it's like, why bother? If it's not fun, why bother? Like this, good character, good character, good character. Silhouette levels. You see, these are like Donkey Kong Country Returns made this popular, and now it's like a requirement in every 2D game. Also, can I point out that Mario doesn't immediately shrink here? He clearly gets electrocuted, though I think he's kind of getting small at the end there. What about Luigi Green? Why not release 2? Yeah, exactly. Hey, Sky J Bird. I don't want the Switch 2 unless it's actually stronger. Just a way to be cute about it. That is a good character, yeah. Bouncing. Grabbing. See, what is this? What's happening here? What is Castle Bowser doing? Or Bowser Castle? Also, I just noticed there's like a badge. I guess that's a badge. That looks like a dolphin over here. This one in the corner on the left side. I wonder what that does. Yeah, I mean, what else is there to say? I mean, everyone's reacted to this at this point. I think it looks cute. I think it looks fun. I think that people on the internet are being weird about certain things. Specifically, the One Wonder effect and the elephant. And you know what? I salute you. I salute the weird people, because I'm there with you. I'm just as weird. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of it. And then, yeah, Mario. Birds on my computer screen, it's more likely than you think. I keep forgetting it's there because I don't have it up. I don't have the screen up. Now I do. Now I can see it. It's actually reacting pretty well. A little slower than I would like it. No, actually, that's fine. I had to, like, fiddle with the mic settings a bit. Because it has a mic threshold, and it also has an activation threshold. And yeah, I mean, that's Mario Wonder. Will I be streaming it? Fuck yes, I am. I will be streaming it. I don't know. Here's the thing, it's coming out the exact same day as Sonic Superstars. I think I was going to play Sonic Superstars when that came out. I think I might wait because there is like a 90% chance Sonic Superstars will go on sale at some point in the next like couple months, whereas Mario Wonder will be $60 until like 2036. So, you know, we got to pick and choose our battles here, and I think the obvious thing is to just get Super Mario Bros. Wonder at full price, which I actually don't even have to do because I still have a Switch voucher. I still have a voucher for one digital download, so I'm technically going to get the game for $50 instead of $60, assuming I get it digitally. I don't think there's any other games I want to use it on, because Mario RPG, I'm probably getting physically. We'll have to see. Good character. Just waiting until we get to see Long Peach, too, like in the first trailer, yeah. That's the thing, I want to see all the Wonder effects on all the characters. It's very interesting that they're going to have to make one, like a separate effect for every single character in the game. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. October 20th. What else is coming? Is it just... It's just Mario and Sonic? What else is coming out on October 20th? Video games. Whoa, October 20, 2023. List of video... There are too many video games launching in October. Thank you, Kotaku. Detective Pikachu Returns, which I'm not going to be playing that. Sonic Superstars is the 17th. Spider-Man 2 is the 20th. I haven't played Spider-Man 1. I would like to play the Spider-Man games. The Insomniac Spider-Man games. I've heard they're very good. Super Mario Bros. Wonder. So wait, what else is... When does WarioWare come out? I completely forgot that existed. WarioWare... Get It... Move It was the new one. November 3rd. Okay, and then Mario RPG is... November 17th. Okay, so November will probably be WarioWare and Mario, and then October will be Mario and October games. Getting to it your GameFly subscription. I hope they deliver it very soon after release, if not the day of. That'd be good. Yeah. That'd be cool. Why is my... Oh, I turned it off. Damn it. Why'd I disappear like that? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna just fiddle with this for a second, because it's like... I gotta turn the mic threshold down just a bit. Oh, yeah. Because I'm a little too far from the mic, or maybe the mic's a little too low. I gotta pick myself up a little easier. There we go. Now it should be reacting better. And I have... The threshold is fine. It's just the mic threshold. No! Click the wrong one. I wish that 1.1 would have fixed that. Okay. Down here. Oh, wow. Okay, so my volume's kind of averaging low. Damn it. Keep doing that. It's a little touchy. It's a bit touchy. And, like, the volume on there is pretty high, so... Okay, there we go. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Went invisible, yeah. You have to keep it open for it to work. Again, this is a very simple program. It's called PNG Tuber Plus. It just got its 1.1 version today to add the squashing effect you're seeing on the screen. And this was drawn by my friend Karma, who sometimes goes by Sour Cream. Again, I'm hoping to get a much more elaborate, involved PNG Tuber model at some point. And I think I may have a lead on someone who might be able to do it for me. They're currently doing a YCH commission for me. So, we'll see about that after they're done. But anyway, I'm going to stop this and move on to Final Fantasy, because I've been streaming for almost 40... Wow! I got 44 minutes out of that trailer. That's longer than Vinny went for it. Okay. Alright, give me 1 second. I'm going to switch it over.